Honor to bring up here the woman who started the waiting list campaign here in Georgia. It's now my pleasure to introduce Beth and Bill Tumlin.
Y'all remember this little gal? Natalie. I want to take a quick minute because I think DJ Shockley is over there. Don't you think he looked good in a red shirt? Yeah! It probably is too small. No, I can give him a small. Oh, yeah, great. That's it. He talked about making it real. He looks like it. Like to say, last year, Bill and I were honored to present the first Outstanding Self-Advocate of the Year award to Mark Johnson. Yay, Mark! We created this award to honor our daughter Natalie's memory and all the courageous self-advocates who had gone before her. As a family, we wanted to give something meaningful back to the disability community that had been such an important part in Natalie's life and in ours. Natalie was certainly her own best advocate, but she also felt a great pride in being able to advocate using her communication device for others who couldn't be there to speak for themselves. She was the impetus for the Unlock the Waiting List campaign and a very effective spokesperson for not being forced into a nursing home or an institution, but rather living and working in the community. And that she did. She was a member of the East Cobb Civic Dance. She was a member and founder of People First of Cobb Douglas, and a very proud graduate and supporter of Georgia Voices That Count. We wanted this award to be presented annually at Disability Days, which actually started with the first Unlock the Waiting List rally and press conference in March of 1998. The recipient will receive this plaque. Bill, would you read the inscription on it?
This is given in recognition of the passion, dedication, and exemplary leadership as disability rights advocate who had made a significant contribution to the self-determination movement in Georgia and has served as a role model to inspire and empower others with disabilities to take up the fight to achieve equality, indiscrimination, and remove barriers to obtain the same basic human and civil rights enjoyed by all Americans, to live, work, worship, and fully participate as a valued member of the community of their choice. And this is the Georgia Outstanding Self-Advocate of 2007.
She'll receive that plaque, and in addition, this plaque, and I'd love for y'all to see the artwork on this. It's incredible. This will be on display at the DD Council offices. Also, the recipient receives an honorarium of $200, which comes in part from monies that were donated in Natalie's memory to the Unlock the Waiting List campaign. Those donations were made to the Atlanta Alliance on Developmental Disabilities, and of course, as you know, Dave Blanchard, who coordinates the Unlock campaign. I'd like to hear for Dave, too. Dave? This year's recipient is an individual who has helped shape the very role of advocacy in our state and reminds us daily that disability is as diverse as this great state in which we live. She's been involved in helping young people grow up to be empowered adults. She has trained adults with disabilities on how to be a strong and persuasive advocate. And she has worked for and with elected individuals and people in government. She's been a radical when she needed to be, to get accessible transportation in Atlanta, to get people out of nursing homes and children out of institutions, and to persuade government officials in Georgia and in Washington to honor the Olmstead decision, pass money follows the person, and MACASA. She embodies the ideas described by Representative John Lewis when he wrote about Rosa Parks and Dr. Martin Luther King, inspiring him to find a way to get in. He said, "I got in the way. I got in trouble. It was good trouble. It was necessary trouble. You must get in the way. You must get in trouble." Well, this year's recipient has gotten in lots of good and necessary trouble. She's been quoted as saying, "The most effective advocacy is when the individual gets involved. It takes both the system and the individual, but no one can tell my story better than I can." That is the bottom line, the heart, the very core of self-advocacy. We knew the same was true of Natalie. Leadership like this deserves recognition, and while she has received many awards, we could think of no other person better to receive Georgia's Outstanding Self-Advocate of 2007 than Nellie Kate Gaynor.